morning, everyone. Oh, yay. ID?
KCYK, Yuma.
Here we go. The apple one is so good. I don't drink it very often, and it tastes like I bit into an apple. It's refreshing.
A lot of apple flavored stuff, that's not the case.
No, this one definitely, especially because I like to drink it cold.
Opinions expressed herein are not necessarily those.
Plus, I usually drink the strawberry one, so it's a nice change.
And now, today in Yuma.
Morning, Anna.
Look at us in our blue. We look so good. I love the blue. Your blue stands out. Your blue looks a little bit more vibrant than mine.
Not planned.
Not planned at all. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thank you for deciding to hang out with us this morning on Z93 and Outlaw Country for you radio listeners.
Yes, and you might be watching us on the Sunset Health Facebook Live feed. That is a fun way to interact with the show. If you have any questions or comments for our guests, you can post it right there on our feed. And yes, Jennifer and I did not plan the blues.
It just happened to be a blue kind of day.
It is.
All right, I want to advise those traveling, if you're not in that area yet, to consider an alternate route of travel because we do have an accident this morning. Yuma police are on scene, and they have advised on their page that all traffic is closed on 32nd Street between Avenue A and 21st Drive due to a traffic accident. They say if you're traveling in the surrounding area, use caution and watch for emergency personnel.
Yes.
We've been kind of updated by people that are trying to travel throughout that zone. Residents that happen to live in the Dunes area across the street are exiting out by Friendship Park because they can't get out on 32nd Street. And COFA sent a message out to families that they're encouraging people to use the Avenue A entrance, not the 32nd Street gate. You can't get through there.
Yeah, and we know that I know most of our elementary school districts in that area have already started, but some might be a little late because they're having to detour quite a bit of ways.
And people are having to detour even down by the main library. Traffic's backed up on 24th Street. So hopefully we're able to get people through there quickly, but also safely, and keep those first responders safe at that work zone too. And people that do live in the area have advised that they do believe it is a fatality. So keep those families in your thoughts and prayers too, and our first responders.
Exactly. And if you are one of those parents that is trying to get your kiddos to school and you happen to still be in line, don't rush. It's just going to make things worse. Take your time. I'm sure if you just, when you take them to the office, let them know we had to detour because of that accident.
Yes.
Things will be okay.
We do have a quick note from Liz over at Quick Refrigeration. We had Jimmy on yesterday, and he was talking about the microchipping and vaccines that they're doing with Picacho Animal Care this Friday at Quick Refrigeration. She said, could you let the listeners know we have 4 microchip vouchers available at the shop.
Ooh, okay.
If you want to swing by 190 West 10th Street, you can get one of those now and get your pet microchip tomorrow.
So important.
Alrighty, it is September 26th, and joining us here in a bit, we'll have Stephanie Daniels. She is with the Yuma Sun. She's going to be talking about that Party Expo coming up this Saturday.
Sounds good.
We also have Christopher J. Nunez joining us. He is going to be discussing the Bushmasters Memorial event.
That's right.
That's on Saturday, too. And then we have Amber Herzog. She is with the Salvation Army in Yuma. The applications for their angel tree open up, I believe, on Tuesday the 1st.
All right.
So she's going to give us all the details about the requirements for that and where you can learn a little bit more if you need help filling out that application.
All right.
So that is a sneak peek at what's coming up today.
Sounds good. Got a full day.
Yes. All right. A quick note. It's an odd request here, but I was chatting earlier with Barbara Rochester and Dan Michaels.
Yes.
With Crossroads. And Barbara wears many hats.
She does.
She wears a big Veterans hat, and she also wears her Crossroads hat. For the Veterans Day Parade that's coming up on November 11th, they're needing convertibles.
Oh.
If anyone in the community, you can drive it.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of people.
It's a lot of fun to do that.
They're like their prized possessions. They don't want a stranger driving their car. But if you'd like to drive me in a convertible, you can do that.
Okay.
So,
sounds like fun.
yes, if you're able to do that, reach out to Barbara Rochester at Crossroads Mission.
All right.
And they are needing volunteers at American Legion Post 19 on Thursdays. That's their big hamburger night from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. They're needing people, even if you're willing to donate an hour of your time in the kitchen. You're just looking for something to do, hang out with great people. They're really, really short-staffed over there and could use some volunteers to help make that meal possible.
All right. Then they do that every Thursday?
Every Thursday between 4:30 and 8:30. But we understand people might not be able to commit 4 hours of their day to that.
Yeah.
But if you would like to help out, please reach out to American Legion Post 19.
Okay.
You can find them at 2575 South Virginia Drive. And it's Thursday, so go get your hamburgers.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, today is National Compliance Officer Day.
Very important.
They might not always be the most popular person.
But they're important.
They have a very important job.
They do.
It's also National Situational Awareness Day.
Okay.
We've been talking about this a lot lately, too.
Yeah,
Get
definitely.
your noses out of your phones, especially when you're walking places.
Yes, definitely.
Pay attention. It's National Dumpling Day.
I like dumplings.
I like apple dumplings.
I like apple dumplings. That sounds good to me.
They're good.
Yeah.
And I haven't had chicken and dumplings in a long time, but my aunt used to make the best.
My mother-in-law makes it. It's delicious.
It's also National Pancake Day.
Yes, please.
Pancakes are so good. And National Johnny Appleseed Day.
Hey, apples. We were just talking about apples.
We were. It's about apple season.
Yes.
You've seen them in the store now, too, all the caramel-covered apples.
Oh, yes.
Popping up, too.
Delicious.
All right, how about some birthdays?
All right.
We have a very special birthday on our Firehouse Subs
do.
birthday list for today. We do want to remind you, when you buy more subs, you save more lives. And Firehouse has catering available, too.
They do.
Maybe you have a big game you're gearing up for, baseball or football, or you want to celebrate before or after some local sports.
Yeah.
Firehouse Subs can help you out. Just give them at least 48 hours notice. That's what Teresa found to be the best.
Yeah.
And they can help get those catering boxes ready for you. They take the worry out of feeding everyone.
They literally make it so easy. Everything comes and already set up in a box. All you have to do is open it and it's ready to go.
Well, happy birthday today, our one and only.
Yes.
Our boss.
Yes.
Our patriarch here of the station. Keith Lewis is celebrating his birthday today.
Happy birthday, boss man. We love ya. Also celebrating today is a family member. We have our nephew, Henry Straub, is celebrating his birthday today.
How old's Henry?
6? 6?
Okay.
6 or 7.
All right. Happy birthday, Henry.
I have to look. Let me go back and look. See, you're putting me on the spot. Why do you do that?
Also celebrating today, one of our educators in Yuma, Emily White.
One of the very special, she's one of my favorites. If you go to Lutz Casino today, make sure you say hello to her. Wendy Newman is celebrating her birthday today.
As is Monica Bowman.
Mauricio Peña Maya.
Darcy Laurel.
That's all I got on my list.
We also have Valerie McGee, Jolene Chavez, Terry Johnson, Mark Plant, Rita Ortiz, Terry Clayton, Claudia Caro, Genevieve Rose, and Burgos Rojas.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of birthdays for today.
Happy birthday to all of you.
Yes.
And Henry is 7.
Henry 7. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Well, get those birthdays in because each Monday we'll select one at random from the previous week's local birthdays.
We will.
One person will win a gift certificate from Firehouse, and it's good for a free medium sub, chips, drink, and dessert.
Yes.
All you need to do is share those birthdays. How do they do that?
There is multiple ways. One of the easiest ways is by going to monstermediayuma.com. Click on the Today in Yuma tab. Look for that Firehouse cupcake that you just seen on that Sunset Health Facebook live feed. Filled out that form. It goes directly to our inbox. But most people know how to find us. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever way you know how to get a hold of us. Just do it that way.
Just send them on in.
Yes.
Good morning to Saddles of Joy. They're getting ready for their big reopening in October, too.
Ooh, how exciting. It's starting to cool off.
Yes, yes. And just a reminder, if you are heading over to monstermediayuma.com, because you do want to send in a birthday, maybe you also want to enter the Foodylicious giveaway that she does tomorrow for Burgers and Beer.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a contest on the 90s at Noon page for DJ Hector B.
Mm-hmm.
October 5th is when we'll do the next drawing. We do this the 5th of each month.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving our listeners the opportunity to come be a guest host DJ for a day.
We are. And there's another giveaway on there, too.
Which one?
The Baskin Robbins.
Yes. for the 90s. Yeah, we have others too. And there's one on the contest page too. Just go take a peek. But
Yes.
for the 90s at noon, you can win a $20 Baskin-Robbins gift card. We do that drawing each Friday.
I like the DJ for a day. That was we've only done it once so far. So we're getting ready, gearing up on October 5th to do another drawing. So.
DJ Ricky did a great job. It's going to be interesting to see how the styles, the musical. Just what they
preferences,
like.
because they get to program the music for the day.
The preferences will change from guest DJ to guest DJ. They get to pick the trivia too. So it's a totally immersive 90s experience.
It is.
All right, we are our guests here.
Yeah.
Wow, they're here early.
It's Stephanie.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break because Stephanie is excited to come talk about a big party.
Yes.
It's a party about parties. It is Today in Yuma. We'll be back after the break. The show is brought to you by Quick Refrigeration, reminding you that tomorrow they have that fun event taking place at their shop at 190 West 10th Street. Get your free filter, but also get your pet vaccinated or microchipped. Stop by 190 West 10th Street. That's tomorrow, and it's while supplies last. What are the hours again, Teresa?
3 to 5.
All right, that's Quick Refrigeration.
And Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros reminds you that oil changes are key to your car's longevity. Oil removes heat from the engine, lubricates its moving parts, plus it collects dirt and engine deposits. No appointment is needed for an oil change at Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros.
And Yuma Nelson serves a variety of customers, from general contractors to specialized techs and home builders, and they carry many, many recognizable quality products from Delta, Moen, Crestline, Spears, and lots more. They're on Pacific Avenue right across from Yuma Palms.
And Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge at 2760 South 4th Avenue. They are Yuma's best vape lounge because they carry vaping products and accessories that you cannot find anywhere else. And I saw yesterday on their Facebook page,
A new shipment.
they are fully stocked with your exotic drinks and snacks. They have over 8 different countries represented in there. They had some I want to say Japanese Skittles and Starbucks drinks. There is a wide variety. So go check them out at 2760 South 4th Avenue.
And American Eagle of Arizona is eager to serve the Yuma community. If you happen to have any remodeling needs, maybe you have water damage, they can help you out with repairs. Don't hesitate to give them a call. Let them make your home the best it can be. Call American Eagle of Arizona at 928-726-1617. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Good morning, Ken, Paula, Jasmine, Sean. And she wore blue. Is that why you're laughing?
Yes.
Whitehead's Tire Pros.
I heard it on the radio earlier and I was like, I promise I was on my way. When I heard that, it was not literally.
As soon as you walked up, I started giggling and she was looking at me. I'm like, yeah, she's wearing blue.
Get your tires
I love it. Come on in. Have a seat.
Order online at whiteheadstirePros.com. We also have free pickup and drop off for your
And it's 3 different
hassle-free
shades.
experience.
I know.
At Whitehead's Tire Pros.
And it works.
It does.
Thanks for that.
Reward yourself with Pima Federal Credit Union special bonus.
Probably sit in that chair right there just because the lighting's better. Because this is your camera now.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Now, not only do they offer a completely free checking account, they reward you with special perks along the way.
Teresa over
The
that
opening bonus amount is based on the average balance kept in the account while requirements are being met. Visit Pima
How is our morning going?
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good.
That's a wonderful thing. And I've got those tickets for you for afterwards.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Because it's a Saturday, right?
This Saturday.
At home
Okay.
on Sunday night, come to FanQuest where we turn your boredom into board game night. If you can name it, we got it. If we don't got it, we can get it. Your special orders arrive within a week. We always have something going on.
Do you hit a lot of
FanQuest
traffic coming
Thompson
in?
Games.
Yes, I actually had to get around the accident that was down there, and my thoughts and prayers that everybody is safe.
Check our
I know
schedule
that
on
you had said that that might have been, and the way the accident looked, you could tell it possibly.
Very unfortunate.
But I just, for the life of me, I don't understand why people are in such a rush to.
Get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's.
And I try and remind myself of that too. I generally give myself extra time getting places anyway. I'm an early to arrive kind of person. I've just always been that way. And because I can make myself stop and think, there's no reason for me to speed. It's like if I'm a couple minutes late.
I just feel, and I thought to myself, isn't it ironic? Everybody that was trying to rush, look, they're awesome. I ended up doing detours in through the neighborhoods and everything because I'm like, first off, I don't want to be sitting in all this because I don't like the thought of seeing something. And then, I'm like, okay, I've got to do this, I got to do this. And so I will just have positive thoughts, and I'll just
go the other way.
You were a responsible detourer also, going speed limits, because a lot of people, when we had, especially Avenue B and 16th, when it was closed for that intersection closure, 2 weeks ago almost, people were going through those neighborhoods and they were
What
speeding.
gets me is that after it happened, you had people that were in front of me and behind me beeping horns. Like
you don't.
Where
know that
are you going to
something's
go?
on. Yeah.
Like, seriously, people,
You're gonna go up 2 feet and realize, I have to be in the same spot.
There is zero patience.
It's like, where do you think you're going? Do you think you're going somewhere different?
All right, here we go.
Right now on Facebook Live.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us now from the Yuma Sun, we have Stephanie Daniels. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. How are you all doing today?
We're good. Great to have you here.
Wonderful.
Dressed in blue, no less.
And ironically, I did not know you were in blue until I got coming down the road and heard it on the radio. And then I had to laugh to myself because I was like, I wonder what color blue they have on.
I saw you in the courtyard and I giggled because and then Jen didn't see you till we went on break, but it was so funny.
And I go, that's why Teresa was laughing.
Yes.
She's wearing
She was
blue.
like, well, I was like, oh my God, I hope they realized that it was not something that was in there in purpose. It was just ironic.
Yeah, it's a blue kind of day, I guess.
It was Kismet today.
Well, we have you here because you have something fun to talk about.
I do. So this Saturday, September 28th, we have the Wedding, Quinceañera, and Celebration Expo happening out at the Kashan Casino this year. Again, it has been a wonderful event. We have had such fun. We have fabulous performances from people. We do outstanding fashion shows. The quinceañera dresses that are presented by Code Boutique are wonderful. The wedding dresses and tuxedos that Code Boutique puts on are fabulous. You see them and you're looking and you're going, I might need to do another wedding. I might need to renew my vows.
What is going on this year that we can celebrate?
What are we doing? What party can we go to get a beautiful dress like that?
Yeah.
And obviously this year we are playing the Nearly Wed game again, which people love to play because we get to laugh and have such a good time with learning about people, and you get to kind of figure out who knows each other the best.
How does that work?
Well, what we do is we put couples back to back. We have our little cards that says his answer or her answer.
Okay.
I'm right, he's wrong, kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, just to mess it up a little bit, just to make people think twice. So what we do is we asked a bunch of questions. You know, we have people that are dating. We have people that are engaged. We have people that are newly married. We have people that have been married for 50 years that played.
Wow.
So, ironically, you never know what answer is going to come out. Last year, we had to do a tiebreaker because a newlywed couple and an older married couple had tied to the end. So we had to ask one or two questions just to break the tie and everything. The younger couple won. It was ironic because the older couple were laughing. They're like, we're not answering that because we'll get in trouble later.
They have the experience to know when to speak.
Exactly.
And
And the husband laughed and he goes, I know not to answer that. I'm not stupid. I said, that was a very good answer. We have to talk after this. That was a very good answer. And he started laughing. So that was a wonderful thing.
That's really fun. That's just one element of what's going to be happening.
Yes, and we are having dance performances by Dancers Workshop of Yuma this year. We're doing 2 different performances, so we want to invite everybody out to come on out and to enjoy it, to meet our vendors. We have people from mortgage companies, realtors, title companies, DJs, party planners, photo booth, photography, everything that you can ask for, cosmetics, facials.
Everything you're going to need for that celebration.
Everything. We have somebody that is an ordained minister that is having a booth there. So we have everything that you need.
It could be one stop. And it's taking place out at Kashan
Casino Resort. And this year, our swag bag sponsor, we give out first 500 people get swag bags. Our swag bag sponsor is Pioneer Title. So we are so happy for that. Our music sponsor is obviously Quality Events again this year. They have come on board again. Our runway sponsor is Code Boutique. Our Nearly Wed game sponsor is Casa Home Mortgage. And our Hunt for Prince Charming sponsor is also Casa Home Mortgage. We kind of combined them this year. And our cake pull sponsor is Holiday Inn Express and Holiday Inn.
Is there cake to be tasted?
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to taste it or not. We might just have to go by and just take a finger. And see how
But
we go.
explain the cake pull.
Cake pull is actually a Southern tradition thing. I am actually from the South, so
No.
yes. I have to throw a little bit of Southern flair in there somewhere. So what you do is when you're having a cake pull, you have a wedding cake. You have charms, and they are tied to a beautiful ribbon, and they are placed inside the cake all over. Now, what somebody will do is they'll go up, they'll pull a charm out of the cake, they'll clean it off, they'll look at it and match it up with what's on the chart, and it tells them what their kind of like future kind of hold is.
Okay.
If it's a wishbone, it'll say that you have many years of joyous luck. Or,
Okay.
You know, you've got one that was a violin, and it says you will dance through life with plenty of music. You have one that is a guitar, and it tells you you're going to have a rock and roll life ahead, you know, kind of thing.
That's
so
cool.
It's different techniques, and it's just wonderful. And the charm is actually something you get to keep because
Okay.
you can clean it off. You can add it to a bracelet. You can put it on a necklace. I have a lady, I have to tell you, the other day when she found out we were doing the cake pull again this year, she was so happy because she has come to the last couple wedding expos that I have done, and she has gotten a cake pull charm. She has them on a key ring.
She has a set.
And so she told me that she could not wait to see what she gets this year
I love
when she
that.
pulls it. So that actually brought joy to my heart, and I was so happy, and I was glad to share that with our vendors when we had our vendor meeting the other day. I just let them know that brought joy to me because I was like, that means somebody actually cares. And that means that it was something that they enjoyed and they look forward to.
And they're positive too, so
Yes.
there's probably not going to be one that says don't do it.
Yes. There are a variety of charms. It is fun. In the special section that came out yesterday into the newspaper, it gives you a rundown of what we're doing with the Prince Charming card, how you have to go around and do the scavenger hunt and spell out a clue. And then it also talks about the cake pull and the tradition of the cake pull. So it is something that's enjoyable and fun, and you get to interact with people and you get to see what their future holds.
Stephanie, is there a cost to attend?
It is. Tickets are $5,
Oh my
but if you
goodness.
go online to 928tix.com, it's buy one, get one free. Or you can stop by the Yuma Sun office and pick some up. I also have some, so if you see me around town and you want some, come see me, tell me a story about your wedding, I'll give you some tickets.
Wow. You know, that's awesome. At $5 to get all of it's a one-stop shop.
It is.
It's going to be fun. You're going to have, like you said, there's going to be games. There's going to be all of these different
and
things.
food vendors outside.
Ooh, yummy.
So we have a couple food vendors that are going to be outside. We have Heat's Food Truck. We have the Sausage Plug. And who can't pass up Filiberto's? We're having them out there as well. So come on.
Lots of great options.
Lots of great
Now,
options.
what time this Saturday?
This Saturday, it is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
9 to 2.
9 to 2. So come out, get your swag bag, go around and visit your vendors. Lots of raffle prizes. We have all kinds of great prizes being given away this year. And we want everybody to know the special section is also stuffed inside the swag bag so they can have it as a keepsake.
Oh, I love that.
If they missed it yesterday, can they still grab that today?
If they missed this yesterday, they can get it in their swag bag.
Okay.
Or if they stop by the office, I'm pretty sure I can wrangle something up for them.
Okay. In case you might want to plan out.
That's
You know,
right.
the different places to check out.
Yes.
Well, again, this is something, if you're having any sort of party this
Yes.
year, this is what, and a lot of times you get to see these, you're going to get to see these vendors face to face.
Exactly.
And you might even be able to book with them right then and there.
And also, you don't have to just be having a wedding or a quinceañera. You could be celebrating a sweet 16. You can be celebrating turning 21. You can be celebrating turning 50. You can even celebrate having a divorce party because we had some people asking if they could do that.
Really? Why not?
So you never know. There is all kinds of things. Plus, you can also do a party of a celebration of life. That is something that happens these days. So it's something that's inviting,
You're
and
putting
you
a,
want to do that.
positive
Yes.
spin on
Yes, we are.
that individual too.
Yep.
Well, and you mentioned realtors, your housewarming parties, all
Yes.
these different things. There's reasons to celebrate.
There are lots of reasons. I'm buying a new house. Let's go for this.
Let's
go.
Well, wonderful information. Again, Stephanie will have tickets if you see her around town. We're going to be doing some giveaways too.
Yes, you
So-
are.
So stay tuned for that. And if you're interested in winning a pair, drop a comment in the feed.
Yeah.
So
Just
and
let us know. We'll see about. We're going to
See
do
what
it.
we
Is
can
that
do.
going to be the contest through the comments?
Yeah, we'll do it today.
All right. There you go. All you
That
have to do
works.
is drop a comment.
Or if you want to drop an emoji like a wedding ring or something, that works too. We got to keep it simple.
A wedding ring, a bridal dress, a party dress, anything.
Anything.
Do that by 10 a.m.
Okay. So,
All right.
you got about 36 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Again, that's this Saturday at the
Yes.
Q, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And what area at the Q?
It is in the Pippa Center.
Okay. And you guys take up most of it, don't you?
The whole thing?
We take up the whole entire
I was
area.
going to say,
It's a
that
big event.
that has got to be the whole thing.
We take up the whole thing, so come and see what they got. And we are so honored to be partnering and having the Kashan Casino be our venue sponsor. They are fabulous. If you need any events planned or
They're
anything
so
like that,
awesome.
book it there
It's a
because
great
it is
venue.
wonderful. They are fabulous. They have fabulous staff, and it is a beautiful venue. So
is.
that, come on out, see it, and enjoy, and have fun.
9 to 2 p.m. to Saturday.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I
We
appreciate it.
are going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie in here, in the studio
Yeah,
here.
with our new backdrop.
Yes, and
Woohoo!
we'll be back with more of the show after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country, brought to you by our awesome sponsors like Pima Federal Credit Union. They want to remind you it's the perfect time for your young saver, to start earning more than just good grades. With the Pima Federal Credit Union Youth Program, they can earn rewards for their A's while learning the value of financial responsibility. Learn more at pimafederal.org.
And the Broken Yoke Cafe, they are open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, with happy hour from noon to 2. Saturday and Sunday, they're open until 3. Don't forget, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m., you can get their early bird specials for only $9.95. And don't forget, they now have that senior menu available all day long. Hey, do they have pancakes? Because isn't it National Pancake Day?
National Pancake Day. They got pancakes.
There you go,
Oh,
Broken
they
Yoke
got lots of
Cafe.
pancakes.
And with Allo, you can make your home the ultimate hangout spot. And I still haven't tried uploads, but my download speed.
Streaming is awesome.
Yeah, streaming is awesome. I can download all my commercials
Yes.
super duper fast. Find out more at allofiber.com and let us know how it's going for you.
You won't regret it, I'm telling you. We also want to thank the Yuma Mesa Shopping Center. Your store is located in the heart of Yuma at 16th Street and 4th Avenue. Everything you could possibly need in one stop. They have Big Lots, Kelly Pro Nails, the Del Sol Market with a yummy restaurant inside. Don't forget about Fast Eddie's RC Hobby Shop and the new Muddy Scotia restaurant, El Navigante, all in the heart of Yuma.
And at Astrion, we're always moving, always innovating, and always looking ahead. Our advanced test and evaluation capabilities deliver results with impact, ensuring soldiers have overmatch on tomorrow's battlefield. To learn more, visit us at astrion.us/Yuma. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Morning, Jamie. Is that your phone ringing out there?
I was going to tell, leave Stephanie alone. She's on air.
It's this new work thing. Even though my phone's on silent, we've got this new phone program that transfers our desk phone to our thing. It does not silence.
That because ours is doing the same thing. We play camera. Ours.
I'm trying not to.
No, we have this.
But I can have my phone on silent, and it's still when the work call comes through.
It
still
doesn't
getting it.
silent the work call, huh?
The work call, that's what happened. My phone's on silent.
Oh, good to know. Now we know.
But it could just be a certain phones because a friend of ours, one of my friends at work, on hers goes to her Android and it doesn't ring.
Okay.
My iPhone.
We're Android people.
I've got an Android and an iPhone, but I use my iPhone for the work. But when it comes to my iPhone, it's like it's still, and I'm like,
It's proprietary. It's like, no.
Well, we're getting that feature here soon. All right, ready? She's blurred out. Let's go this way. We got to work with the lighting. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I love seeing you girls.
You too. Thank you.
And I've got my tickets in my purse to give you.
Sounds good.
Great.
Yeah, he's here.
He
Hello.
must be in the corner there.
Yeah, he's right here.
Is he hiding?
Yeah.
Fast, reliable, and right here in Utah. Call American Eagle of Arizona today.
Chris.
American Eagle of Arizona.
I heard somebody say about phones, so I better be mine.
You're okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
It happens.
You'll have a seat over there
It
on the left
happens.
side.
Right here on the left.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day.
You too.
You
We'll
too.
see you later.
Thank you.
Truckmates is also the home of expert spray and headliners, spraying mil-spec protective coatings.
I'm laughing at Japanese or Japanese. Jamie's comment. You know, Stephanie. All
Coverage and installed by Yuma's
right. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm okay. Just keeping busy.
Good.
Yeah.
Keeps you out of trouble, doesn't it?
It does, and it's hot though. I'm from Yuma, and I've been gone for 6 months, and I came back, and I got here on Friday. And
Hey,
like,
you missed.
You missed our nice fall weather for
Yeah,
3 days.
think
it's
I
okay.
did it, like,
It's
for a
it's coming
day.
back. It's coming back.
I hope so.
It went like this again, and then it's gonna go like this.
And our ceremony's on Saturday, so it's
Yeah.
like it's gonna
It's-
be hotter than ever.
Morning, hopefully, because our mornings are still nice. Maybe it'll take a little bit longer for it to get uncomfortable.
Give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-4321.
Okay. We ready? Here we
think so.
go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us now, we have Christopher J. Nunez on the show with us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We have you here because we're going to be talking about this Bushmasters Memorial event that is coming up this Saturday. All right, well, first off, tell us about the Bushmasters. What does that term refer to, or those individuals?
The Bushmasters is a World War II group that originated from Yuma, Arizona, and its surrounding cities back in 1941. And they were in the National Guard, who became federalized during the World War II, and fought in a campaign that was pretty brutal. And they had they were very successful. And the unique thing is that the Company L Bushmasters they're all from this area. Everybody's from this area. It's not like a how should I say like a United States composite. They're all from the Yuma, Somerton, San Luis, Welton, Gadsden. They're all from this area, and that's so unique about it.
Very.
And we hold their ceremony.
You know, I was looking for something right now because one of my cousins posted yesterday. She saw it in the newspaper, and I didn't realize that I have 3 family members that were Bushmen, and I'm getting a little choked up because we just lost one recently. But she said, and these are her words, she said she will be there on Saturday to say, "Here, sir," for him.
That's right.
And it was her dad, my Theo Joe John Amadova, and then my Theo Manuel as well, and then her uncle on her other side, Charles Martinez. They were all Bushmasters. I didn't know I had that connection until she posted that, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to tell him." But what a great way to honor.
Right, and that's what we do. You can't forget them. They didn't get a lot of recognition during the war, except from one of the generals, and I'll look for his name right here. But he Douglas MacArthur.
Mm-hmm.
He recognized him as the greatest fighting force ever.
Wow.
And they came from Yuma.
Mm-hmm. And how many were part of this region?
Well, right now there's 308 laying
Okay.
in the cemetery. So,
Okay.
Wow.
so I'm not sure what the exact amount is, but the rolls are into the 400s.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, again, going back to 1941.
Yes.
Now, for this ceremony on Saturday, it will be taking place at Desert Lawn Memorial Park,
That's correct.
and it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right. That's the start time, and that's where the honor guards that honor the crosses, where they begin to march.
Now, do you need any volunteers to help get things ready beforehand?
We kind of I mean, a volunteer would be great, but we kind of have all the collective tasks and individual tasks. We have them all covered right now, and but if somebody would like to come and actually enjoy the scenery before the main group arrives, it's a sight to see.
Again, that's 8 o'clock this Saturday. We are expecting warmer temperatures later in the day, but I think the morning's going to be...
Mornings are still nice.
Morning's going to be very nice.
How long does the memorial last?
Well, the actual ceremony will last about 20 20 to 25 minutes, and then the roll call does take. There's 308,
And they read all the names.
and they read the names, so it takes a while.
Well, again, it's a great opportunity to go and remember it. Like you said, we have 308 names that are going to be read, and they're from our community. I mentioned I didn't have any idea that my own family members were a part of this, but it's a great way. Get the community out there, get the kids out there so that they can understand what it's all about.
And there is going to be a gathering afterwards. Is that open to the community or just family members?
No, it's actually the ceremony is encouraged by the community to promote the patriotism of our World War II vets, and the breakfast is at the Fraternal Order of the Eagles, and it is open to whoever wishes to come and break bread with the family members.
And that's right after the ceremony.
Correct. Immediately following, everybody's going to caravan to the Eagles Hall, and they're going to consume.
Is there a cost for breakfast?
No, there is no cost.
Really?
It's donated actually by the family members of the Bushmasters.
Oh, that's tremendous. Now, again, I bet that roll call is such just a solemn event. But
it is.
Again, we're looking back 83 years ago at these young men that all went out there to protect our country.
That's right. It's I'll tell you, it gets tough.
Now, who actually does the roll call?
The roll call is performed by the VFW Post 1763, the command and staff, which commander is Ben Nielsen. So they perform the roll call, and they go through it, and that's who does that portion.
If you've never been to one, I highly encourage you, come on out and check it out this Saturday morning. And is it always around the same time of year?
Correct. It's the last Saturday of the month in September. So every year it happens.
Is that particular time frame symbolic?
It's well, it was selected by those that were used to do it in the beginning.
Okay.
It's not really symbolic. We were hoping to move it to December the 3rd, which is actually Bushmaster Day in the state of Arizona.
September 3rd is?
December
3rd. Okay.
December 3rd is actually Bushmaster Day, and there's a proclamation in that we were trying to move it there, but it seems that people are kind of used to the last Saturday of September, and honestly it's expected. So therefore.
Hey, if it works for everyone, let's just keep it that way.
You don't go changing things.
Exactly.
Now, I have a breakdown. I'll share the flyers again that Rose from VFW 1763 shared. She is the auxiliary president.
Yes.
I'll share those with the community as well. Just as a reminder, maybe you have, like Teresa, a family connection.
I said, I had no idea. And with that many, you're reading 308 names that day.
Correct.
You never know how many of those people you're either it's Yuma related to, or friends of the family, all those different things. So you might be surprised at the different families that you see there, when they go to remember all of these people.
And Chris, you're the president of the Bushmasters Association.
Correct. And I don't live in Yuma anymore, but I come every year and I arrange for the ceremonies, and it's really supported by the surrounding communities. All the police departments show up, all the federal forces here, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Border Patrol, if they're not so busy. Everybody supports, and it's really really honorable when they email you back or call you back and say, hey, we're going to be there.
Wow.
That's great. Well, it'll start off with the posting of the colors. We have the honor guards, again, the other agencies that may be on hand. The flag raising, that's going to be done by the Territorial Young Marines.
That's correct.
We had them on not too long ago. The national anthem. Who's performing that?
Her name is Miss Ariana Camarillo, and I don't really know her very well, but she's on Johnny on the spot. She shows up, and there she is.
Invocation will be by Chaplain Cece Martinez, and you're providing the welcome and remarks.
Correct.
Again, well, they have to let you speak. You came to town for this.
That's it.
And Mark Martinez will be the guest speaker. He is the quartermaster for the VFW Post 1763.
Correct.
We'll have honor guards with withdrawing of colors and so much more. Again, it's not a lengthy ceremony, but it's certainly meaningful. The reading of the roll call is
Right.
that the longest portion?
It is, and so we dismiss the honor guards because they'll be standing there for probably about 45 minutes. So we dismiss them, and we do the roll call, which is completed with the firing squad from Post 19 American
wow.
Legion.
That's tremendous. Well, I'll share with Teresa later too, and on social media.
Yeah.
Rose did send me. It's a photo of Company L 158th Regimental Combat Team, Arizona Army National Guard Bushmasters. I'll share that
awesome.
later too.
Please do.
I want to see if you can point out your Theos in
Yeah, definitely.
there. So,
Right on.
well, we appreciate you so much for joining us. Again, 8 o'clock this Saturday morning at Desert Lawn Memorial Park.
See you there.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
We are going to take our Village Inn Pizza Parlor selfie out in the courtyard. I'm sorry, here in the studio.
Here in the studio.
Every day. It'll take me about a month to get used to that. We're going to take our selfie with Chris. We'll be back with more of the show. Today in Yuma is brought to you by FanQuest Comics and Games. Remember, even though yesterday was Comic Book Day, you can still get comic books today. They have lots of awesome stuff. Figurines, Funko Pops, trading cards, and more. That's FanQuest Comics and Games.
And the West McDowell Agency. Life insurance is your safety net for life surprises. Prepare for the unexpected. Find the best insurance policy with the West McDowell Agency. Reach out today for a free no obligation quote at 928-305-1607.
And Sprague Sports carries a large selection of name brand quality knives to suit your needs. Stop by and speak with our experts to find out the size, style, and action that make the cut for your perfect go-to tool. That's Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Brewer's Restaurant and Sports Bar is a family-friendly sports bar. Stop by today and enjoy a refreshing adult blueberry lemonade with 2 locations open for your convenience.
It's Today in Yuma. We'll be back after the break visiting with the Salvation Army on Today in Yuma.
All right, let's take a picture.
All right, we're going to do it right here in front of this backdrop. We used to go outside, but our people watching on Facebook Live,
They don't get to
they
interact
don't get
with
to follow
us.
us outside with this new camera setup. All right, let's go. There we go. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Awesome.
Thank you for
Thank
that.
you so much.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
of course.
We appreciate you for doing all that you do for this cause too.
Oh, we're ready for you to grab his stuff out here.
Let me move out of the way. Okay, ladies.
We'll see you later. Hi, Amber. Come on in. Good. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Good to see you. Have a seat right over there.
Over dinner, discussions about who was voting for who.
Good morning, Maribel.
Thank you.
No one had the same point of view.
All right.
What was accepted and unspoken.
You know
is
what?
that
If we
evil
have you scoot over. Sorry. No, you're.
We have a new camera set up, so this is your camera.
And whichever
one, yeah.
Bring that microphone a little closer.
Just
And
there
it's
you
kind of.
There you go. It'll be fine right there.
Okay, yeah, you're
You're
good.
good. It likes to rise up.
Happens to me every Sunday. My husband's so tall. Anytime I go, I'm like, need this shorter.
There you go. That way you're centered, and then our cameras are on either side of the bottom.
Isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela.
All right. Things busy?
Yes,
About to get busier.
always, but it's good. More people we can serve and interact
Nope,
with.
that's the point. And it's been a long hot summer. You've been serving a lot of people.
Yes, and we've seen our need double since we've been at the new location the last year, just for food boxes and the heat relief and all of that. So it's kept us busy.
Where were you at previously?
Previously, we were on Catalina Drive.
Because you were next to where the thrift store was originally,
Correct.
right? In that area.
Yes. So
You're
now,
definitely more visible now.
very much so. But it's good. It's good.
One customer at a time. Yuma One Nelson on Pacific Avenue.
You still have another one after this?
Yeah, one more. Yeah, I was like, who posted it? I saw it yesterday, so I was like, I think it was Debbie. So I was trying to find it. I learned
Share with
something
me
new.
because I want to include them in the video
Okay.
that I'm working on.
Okay.
Because I've got. Last year I was over 115 different veterans.
Oh wow.
And one of them, it includes the family from Yuma that had, all 7 sons were in the different branches.
I remember.
Yeah.
Today in Yuma, phone lines are open.
And that's just in that. I mean,
Yeah. And
I had a lot.
I've
that were-
received at least 10 more just since I posted, I think, Saturday.
Did you see this? All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We do want to remind the community that there is a road closure in effect on 32nd Street between Avenue A and 21st Drive. That's the way you can go into the library.
Correct.
And YC and the other schools from that backside.
It's hard right there because it's if you live in the Dunes area, you're going to be having to go out towards the Civic Center to get out. But just avoid that whole area if possible. There was an accident, and it is closed basically from Avenue A all the way down to 21st Drive. So just plan accordingly and go around. I know it's hard because of the area that it's in, but there is an accident there, so we want to make sure that you are aware.
And for those who have seen information about an inmate escape attempt this morning, the San Luis Police Department has shared that they responded to the area of Cesar Chavez Boulevard and Avenue F after receiving calls of a person trying to stop vehicles passing by, dressed as an inmate because they were an inmate.
Yes.
Officers arrived and they did locate the subject walking south, and he was confirmed to be an inmate from DOC working with a cleaning crew with City of San Luis employees in that area. So he was taken into custody without further incident. So that individual is back in custody.
All right.
All right, that's your news update right now. We have Amber Herzog. She is with the Salvation Army of Yuma in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Before we roll into Christmas, we're going to talk about summer again. Because I know that the Salvation Army location, your new location on 4th Avenue, you've been there a little over a year now? Or
Yes,
almost
a little bit over a year.
You have served as a cooling station this summer and have been providing food boxes. Let's talk about how you've seen that need in our community rise.
Yeah, we have seen double the request for assistance that we did at our old location. We're doing over 100 food boxes a month, and each family is only getting one a month, so that's quite a lot of families, which is double from what we were doing at our previous location, as well as every day we have people either sitting or on the excessive heat days laying down in our respite center and getting rest from the heat.
And what a blessing, though, to have you in that location to be able to provide that, because we know this heat, it can zap so much out of you. It's exhausting. And if you don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, it's a huge health concern. It's great that we're able to be a part of that network of cooling centers across the city to be able to provide that. And we have seen, definitely need for it. And it's great because we get to interact with the people and say, okay, what else are your needs? What's next for you?
There's a lot of people that might not know about the services that the Salvation Army provides. It kind of gives you that opportunity for one-on-one.
Yes, as well as to connect them with other community resources that they might not know of with our community partners.
And we are still expecting temperatures around 110 for at least the next 4 days. We'll start to see things cool down a little bit, but still not back into the nice weather we saw last week. So you can continue to, go to the Salvation Army should you need to just take a break during this period of intense heat.
Yes, and on these excessive heat days, we are open on the weekends as well for the cooling center.
Okay.
In the afternoons.
Well, rolling right on into Christmas.
Well, this is important. You guys do this every single year. I mean, I remember it growing up that it's been around for this long, but I didn't realize that the process that went behind it. So the process has started.
Yes. So our applications, we're going to start accepting them on October 1st.
For the Salvation Army Angel Tree.
For the Salvation Army Angel Tree. And we've started posting things on our Facebook page. Yesterday we posted the requirements just so that people can gather them before the 1st and be ready. Tomorrow we'll post our frequently asked questions, and this weekend we'll release a how-to video that they can watch. It's about 7-8 minutes, but it walks through the whole application process so that when you log on the 1st, you know exactly what to do.
And I like that you've seen the need, because some people did need additional help getting everything filled out properly. So I watched the video last year. It's a great resource because sometimes you might just be missing one thing and you don't want it to stop you from being able to submit those applications.
Yes, and we do want all applicants to know to make sure to check their emails because if we do need something else, we always try and reach out. And sometimes the phone's out of service or we can't get a hold of them. They may be working. So we always email and say, hey, please send this back in the next 4 days so that we can still assist that family.
Are there any notable changes from last year to this year that people need to be aware of?
No, it's pretty much the same requirements. We've tried to make them a little clearer this year. Basically, the easiest way to do it is if you have your ID and if you receive food stamps, if you have a current letter, so one from the last 3 months, or you go into DES and get them to print you off a current status for your family, that's all you'll need for the application. If you don't receive food stamps or you don't have the current letter, we do have that second set of requirements on that form where, birth certificates for the children, a month's worth of pay stubs, things like that.
And it's nice to know that you guys go through this process because it's going to families and kids that need the help.
Yes. These are families that are struggling to make ends meet. And so if we can take this holiday for them and say, hey, we're just going to bless your kids. You don't have to worry about that. Continue to use your money on what you need, but don't worry or stress. Your community sees you, they love you, and we're going to bless you.
Is this just for the Angel Tree program or for like holiday meals?
So this is for the Salvation Army Angel Tree program, but all of those families will receive a food box as well, with a holiday meal included, so that they don't have to worry about that either.
Now, like Teresa said, for years we've seen the angel tags on trees at local retailers and at different establishments throughout Yuma County. The easiest way for community members who are able to do so to get involved, take one of those angels off the tree, go shopping, and it'll specify. They're very particular. If there are clothing items on the list, it'll give the sizes.
Yes.
And the kids are, sometimes the younger ones with the help of adults will mark down the type of toy they want if it's a certain character. But then they can take those items where once they purchase them.
So we'll have distribution centers, and they'll always be on the back of the tag, so you never have to worry about forgetting. Those will start to appear around November 1st. Because they're all of the actual requests of the children and the sizes of the children. So we have drop-off centers at our center as well as the fire stations.
We've dropped them off at one of the fire stations before.
And then as we have more agreements with stores like Walmart and things like that finalized, then we'll have more drop-off sites for those as well. But what's great about those is also in the tag, the kids get, one opportunity to ask for whatever wish list item, and then 2 categories that they enjoy. But we also always say their most needed clothing item. So even if the donor can't get the whole outfit, if the kid really needs shoes, it's going to identify that's their most needed.
And that's, I think it's important too, that a lot of times they think, the kids think it's fun to grab one or things like that, but make sure that you're grabbing those off the trees with intent to actually fill, because again, these are children that are looking forward to this Christmas, and Salvation Army is making it possible through this. So if you take a tag, please make sure that you're filling it.
Fill that tag. Now, do you generally find that there is a certain demographic? Maybe it's teenagers or 8 to 10. The tags that seem to be left more often than not.
The 10 to 12-year-olds are our hardest to fill, so we rely a lot on forgotten angel tags and gifts that just come in without a
they're hard to buy for. But again, those tags will say exactly what they want.
Yes, and we do ask that the request for their wish list item is a $30 or less item to make it a little more approachable for donors. And we encourage people, maybe you can only get one item on the tag, team up with friends or family members and to take care of that child.
And when you return them and Lee says where can they get tags, again, we'll know once things are finalized with some of the retailers too.
Yes, so November 1st, they'll go out to a lot of the churches and RV parks, and we'll have them available at our center. Again, we have to be able to make sure we have all the requests in first. So November 1st, and then around the middle of November is when you'll start to see them in more of the retail stores.
And new and unwrapped. You don't need to wrap them?
Yes, we ask that they're not unwrapped just so that we can make sure that they're a new item
and
appropriate for the child.
And what I've done in the past, and this was a number of years ago, my husband might grab one at work because they always have a tree there. And then we'd let our son, when he was younger, he'd pick one and I'd pick one. So we could each shop for somebody different. And I just put them in gift bags so I could keep those items separate and then put the tag with it.
Yes, and please return it with the tag so we know exactly what child it is going to.
I think that might be how some of those forgotten angels end up with extra stuff too.
But the great thing is if you lose the tag and you remember it was a boy, 12 years old, this was their request, we can look it up in our system.
Oh, perfect.
It might take us a few minutes to find the specific kid, but we can look it up. If you just call us and let us know, we can tell you the number and you can just write it on a sticker.
Take a picture of it, so that way if you lose the tag, we got technology now.
I stick the tag in my wallet.
That's a good idea.
That way I would not lose it.
Yes.
So, no, it's again a great opportunity to help fill those Christmas wishes of children in our community. Are you anticipating, like with the need for the food, those requests have gone up? Are we expecting more this year?
Yes, we are anticipating more. I've also been working with some of the school districts, so some of their school counselors are going to be identifying families and sending them directly to us.
Okay.
So yeah, we are anticipating extra needs. We always have needs for volunteers for the program, especially if you have a work group or something and you want a fun holiday.
Maybe you're looking for a
Group
rapport activity
yeah.
for your staff.
It's a great team building activity. We have dates all through December 1st through the 19th, where you can come volunteer for a couple of hours and get some hands-on. It's always a blast when we have those groups come through. So we have those opportunities for volunteers. If you're not able to physically or financially sponsor a child, come help with your time.
If someone isn't able to get out and do shopping, is there a way to make a monetary donation specifically to the Angel Tree program?
So we don't have it set in stone, but we typically will release also, we'll have online vendors where we'll have wish list items.
Perfect.
And they get, if they select an item on those lists, it comes directly to our core and goes to the children.
Okay, perfect.
So we will, again, that's typically around November we start releasing which groups we have those agreements with.
And again, it's important. You need to get all of these applications in, like you said, so that when November comes, you have everything there, and you know which kiddos, what kiddo wants, what they want, and the families that need that help. So get those applications in. Again, that application process opens on October 1st.
Yes.
And we shared the flyer yesterday.
Thank you for
If you know someone that could utilize that, share that with them privately. Don't tag them in something because it's a personal thing.
Yeah,
we just want to make
definitely.
sure people are aware of the opportunity to be able to get those applications submitted. Well, we thank you and the Salvation Army, your team. Again, you've been working hard like all of our other nonprofits, trying to make sure that people have their needs met.
And you did mention the food boxes that you give out every single month. How does one, if someone is in need of that, get a hold of you or go about that process? Is it the same application?
So it's an in-person application for those. We do those on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they just need to bring in IDs for their family as well as proof of residence, so their APS bill.
Okay, perfect.
You make that easy.
Yes.
We try to make it as easy as possible.
Can people donate to those boxes?
Yes, we will take food donations as long as they're non-perishable items.
And what's the address again for your new location?
We are at 445 South 4th Avenue.
Well, that's easy to remember. 445 South 4th Avenue.
Right across from 4th Avenue Junior High.
And
and next to Dollar Tree.
And we'll also have some great volunteer opportunities for bell ringing, which helps us fund those programs year-round. If you go to registertoring.com, you can sign up to be a volunteer bell ringer for us, which is a fun family activity, but also a great way to help us support families year-round.
All right, Amber. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Great information.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. October 1st is when the applications open. So don't forget that. That's Tuesday, by the way, for those thinking October is like a month away.
It flew by.
I'm sorry, it's here.
Yes.
All right, let's take a quick peek at who will be coming in tomorrow.
All right.
Mike McLaughlin from Sage and Sand
One
will
of
be
our
joining
faves,
us.
yes.
And is there a Pouring Compassion tonight?
I'll go look right now.
I thought I saw it was
I think it is
tonight.
It is. It's usually on a Thursday, so let me look.
I shared
up
one
right now.
this morning. But Mike will be joining us tomorrow to give us an update of what is happening at Sage and Sand. And then Blake Crouch will be joining us again. She is with Long Realty, and the Glowing Hearts Festival is on Saturday. So a lot going on Saturday, and Blake will give us more of the details because, again, we have lots of entertainment coming up. All for a $10 admission, and then you can buy your glowing hearts for an additional cost too.
Yes, Pouring Compassion is tonight from 5:30 to 7:30 at Sage and Sand.
That's going to be a great time.
Yes.
All right, and Amber and Veronica both. Yes,
it's tonight. I thought so. I was like, can we pull it up? I want to say yes, it is.
We will see you there. All right, just a reminder too, again, for people who may have missed the beginning of the show and haven't been on social media, there was an accident on 32nd Street. It's right across from KOFA near the entrance to the dunes. And the road is closed, that entire stretch of roadway from Avenue A down to past 21st Street. So they are working in that area. Please find an alternate route. And if you are detouring through any residential areas, go the speed limit.
Yes. Again, even in that area, where you're detouring, there is schools in that area, so just be mindful of the speed limits.
Yes. All right. And like we said today, highs around 110. Please make sure you are drinking your water, staying hydrated. That is so extremely important. And we do have a cool down coming, I promise. And this will be the
we're on that end of the tail end, okay?
We're gonna here soon. We're gonna see right at 190s, but we're gonna bounce around a little bit. So be safe out there, everyone. Up next on Z93, it is the Bob and Sherry Show, and then at noon, it's the 90s at noon with DJ Hector B. Don't forget his daily trivia. He's got some that might stump you in there.
He lately he's been stumping me. That's hard to do.
And then Outlaw Country has your favorite classic country music. Be nice and be patient. And please use caution around farm machinery.
Yes, it's coming out.
Yes. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.